Says one long.
Well, we're back. Unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to episode 125 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I am Primetime Day Thomas with the Gorehound himself, Paul Burt, watching 28 years later on Wednesday, September 24th at 5 p.m. Central Time. From Downport, Iowa, Paul from the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Yeah, we are!
Almost missed it. But, yes. Welcome, everybody, to episode 125 of Primetime Gorehounds. Hope everybody else had a great weekend. The weekend is right around the corner. Hopefully, they're having a great week. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video, hit that notification bell, all that fun stuff, and yeah. First things first, Paul, how have you been?
Been doing good, dude. I mean, as you know, last weekend I was in Schweden, Germany for that carnival event, and it was a really good time, dude. Like, I had a good time there. Everybody was having a good time as well. Like, we all had a chance to show off our costumes for people to see, and I took a bunch of good photos of
yes, Paul's an Illuminati, folks.
Shut up. It's not like that.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. As a fellow Illuminati member, I would like to welcome you.
It's not like that at all, bro. Come on.
It's not that bad over here, Paul. In fact, when I joined, I gotta admit, my life improved.
Well, you're gonna have to get a costume just like the ones I got then in order to fully become it then, I guess. But anyway, back on point.
Look, I've seen Eyes Wide Shut. I know how those things go down. I'm just playing.
You know what's funny? One of my carnival friends was actually an extra in that movie too, funny enough.
Well, Paul, thanks for my point.
Quit breaking my balls, man. But yeah. Let me get my train of thought back. But anyway, back on point. No, in all seriousness, though, guys. I mean, it was a really fun event. It only happens like every 2 years over there. I mean, next year it's going to be in Ludwigsburg. And then, of course, it's basically them showing off the annual version of what we have in Venice, Italy, which is the Venice Carnival. And basically, it was kind of the same thing, really. But we all had a good time. I got a chance to show off my new costume. People liked it. And got a good chance to hang out with some of my friends. We had a good time. Even when we were not in costume, we had like the music events that were playing in the town center. And we all had a couple of drinks and everything and had a blast, dude. I mean, they actually got me to drink some German beer. So I had some of that. And yeah, I was a little sloshed on that one day. But no, it was a really cool event, man. I mean, there's a lot of photos. If anybody's on Discord, you can go on the photography part of the Discord on the Primetime podcast thing, and you'll find some of the photos I've posted that people got of me in costume. I'm still trying to edit up the ones that I took, and they should be on my photography page and on my main Facebook page at some point in the week. I don't know when yet, but they'll be up soon. But yeah, it was fun. But apart from that, after that though, I went to see the long walk earlier today, and that was a good film. And when I was on my way home, though, I slipped and fell on some wet surface, and now I've got a sprained thumb, which is hurting like fuck. But nothing broken. I'm still here, and I'll live.
So you're telling me that after all that you hurt your thumb.
Yeah, when I was on my way home today from seeing the movie.
Oh well, yeah, I should have warned you. Yeah, once you join the once you join, once you join, yeah, there's gonna be some negative effects. But yeah, I should have warned you about that, Paul. Sorry about your thumb. It happened to me too. A week after I joined.
It's not like that. Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Oh,
anyway. So here we
Hilarious,
are.
hilarious. Like, oh, okay, well, okay, but I will say that's great to hear, Paul. I'm glad to hear that you had a good time.
Yeah.
Did you meet any? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Not tonight, man.
Yeah.
Let's take the time.
Yeah. Shout out to chicks like to drop a low for Jesus, but don't worry, Paul. I'm not gonna play it. Don't worry about it.
You're fine, man. You're fine. You're fine.
Not gonna play it yet. But yeah. So yeah. Things been pretty good for me. Been doing a lot of wrestling tribute videos on my Primetime podcast channel. I'm telling you, Paul, I have more fun doing those than actually doing full length videos. It's crazy.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, dude. As long as you're doing the things you enjoy.
No, it's just a quick minute, chop up some things, fit into a minute, boom, done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty nice.
Absolutely. So here we are, 28 years later, dude. This movie has been a long time coming for some people.
Speaking of a movie that's not nice, but yeah, 28 years later, I have a love-hate relationship with this film. I remember really enjoying the first half.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the first half. I'm like, okay, I think we have something here. I like the idea of, it's 28 years. Not only have the humans evolved, but the infected has adapted and evolved. I thought that was interesting. I like how they introduced the different kinds of infected. I thought it was really interesting. And then plus I liked, I can't think of his name. I always think of him as Kick-Ass. But
Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, yes. I really enjoyed him in the movie. I was actually interested in the father-son storyline of them going out hunting and all that stuff. I really enjoyed it. And yes, and then in my opinion, I think the movie slowly went downhill and went down a path that I wasn't anticipating. But
yeah, that's the thing. Like with this movie, it's like when I remember when the trailer first dropped back in December, I remember just being like, man, how hyped up I was for this movie because I'm someone who is a fan of the first two movies, really enjoyed them. And when I went to see this in the cinema, I did enjoy this film, but it was done in a way that I was not expecting it to be. To some aspects, it was like it had like a coming of age story vibe to it, especially with the kid. And also, this is also the first of a planned trilogy because they did this movie and another one back to back. So technically, what we're getting here is the first half of this double bill that they decided to go ahead and do a filming of because they didn't greenlight a third movie, the third part of this trilogy until they knew how this movie did at the box office, which surprisingly it did pretty good. And I went to go see this in the cinema like the day it came out, and I took my mom to go see it, and she really enjoyed it. And there was a scene in the movie. I won't say it right now. We'll wait until we get to that part. But there was a scene in the movie where it really did hit her on a pretty big emotional level. James knows what I'm talking about, but we will get to that when we get to that. But yeah, I mean, like I did enjoy this movie. I was initially expecting it to be something similar to along the lines of 28 Weeks Later, but what we got instead was something completely different, which pleasantly surprised me. And that's one of the things that I liked about this movie is that it took it in a direction that I wasn't expecting, but still maintained the essence of what made the first two movies cool in the first place.
Hate Halloween Ends, though.
You know why I hate Halloween Ends, bro.
Well,
Come on.
You can say Halloween Ends did the same thing.
Yeah, Halloween Ends did the same thing, but at the end of the day, I don't think it was necessary to do what they did with Halloween Ends because I was expecting the same momentum that we got with Halloween Kills. So what they did with that whole thing with that fucking kid, it didn't work in my opinion. That's why I was so pissed off with it.
All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking because I don't want somebody to watch the show and people scream, "Hypocrite!"
Oh, by the way, Motionless Zombie here says, "Hey fellas, it's spooky. Yeah, we're about to enter spooky season of Halloween. He's been watching some movies. He's watched The Conjuring 4. He gave it 7 out of 10. He watched a movie called Him. Isn't that the one with that football team? He gave that 8 out of 10. And he's given 9 out of 10 for Clown in the Cornfield. Yeah, I did watch that movie, Clown in the Cornfield. I thought it was all right.
Clown in a Cornfield. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, so it's based on some horror story as well. I've actually watched it. It was actually pretty cool. We'll probably add that on here, seeing it as spooky season.
Yeah, we'll see. But all right, so yeah, I don't hate this film.
I don't either.
I just feel a little disappointed. Because I just thought, you know, I want to know more about the infected. I want to see more of Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son. I didn't really care too much about, you know, the finding the doctor and all that stuff. I'm like, can we go back to fucking infected? But yeah, they took a very interesting risk, and I guess it worked. I mean, they're already doing filming a second one, so So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so I'm about 6 seconds in. We can see the old Sony logo. Make sure I get everything ready here. You can watch alongside with us.
What's up, Chaz?
All right, so rules go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, press play.
And if you don't press play, you're gonna get your head torn off.
Oh, I fucking forgot. I gotta see that. Oh god, not the death, but the amount of. Might as well call this movie 28 Dicks Later. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in.
Watching 28 Dicks Later.
I know why they went for that decision of making the infected like that, because in an essence, right, if you think about it, they've become almost like feral wild animals, so they're not going to give a shit if they're wearing anything or not. So I can see why they went for that decision.
No, we don't see rage titties, but we see rage dicks.
Oh, there was titties on there. If you look at it closely, they were like fucking disease ridden with all the fucking holes coming out of it. Because I saw the documentary where they showed the makeup effects on it, and yeah, that's there, but it's done in a certain way. Oh, fucking Teletubbies.
It's a creepy ass show now once you look back and watch it.
It was popular as shit in the UK, dude.
It was very popular. But now I watch it, I'm just like, damn, this is what we was watching? It's fucking weird.
Hey, this is where it was back in the day.
Now, I really enjoyed that baby in the sun. I always thought that was creepy. But I remember really enjoying this opening. I thought it was a great opening.
Yeah, same here.
Because like it sets the mood. It feels like it picks up it feels like you're back in that world again.
Yeah, literally, like they dropped this right into it. I mean, this is like, think about this, guys. It has been almost 20 years since 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, put all the babies in one room and don't lock the door. That's a great plan.
I don't think that living room door had a lock on it. Oh, yeah, it does. It's one of those, but it's one of those old shitty door locks. But
yeah, but I thought this is a great opening, And I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, all right, this is what I expected. This is exact same, feel as 28 days and weeks had.
Yeah, they dropped us right in, and here come the infected, just doing a demolition job on all those kids.
Bro, right away, like right from the jump, it's like wow, the first thing they're hurting kids,
Yeah,
like
we're not.
that's ballsy.
Yeah, we're not even we're only like 3 minutes into the movie, and already shit's gone crazy.
I thought this was great.
Yeah. Like they dropped us right into it.
This is exactly what I came to see.
And also the fact that they managed to get Danny Boyle and Alex Garland back to write and direct this movie as well is another cool touch.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, and also this was only the second movie Danny Boyle has ever done a sequel for. The only other movie he did a sequel for was Trainspotting 2. And this was also his first movie he directed in 6 years. And as you know, Alex Garland, who's gone on to have a bit of a successful career himself. He's done films like Civil War and that other war movie that came out afterwards. But he also did Ex Machina and all those other ones too.
I remember a movie. I think a movie Danny Boyle did. I remember a movie. I think it's called The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, that was another. I think that's the one he did that right before 28 weeks, days, whatever the fuck they are. And I think he did it right before that.
Yeah, right after he did The Beach, he went straight into 28 days later. Yeah. And the preacher just became an infected. He was kind of waiting for it to happen.
But you see, but this is what I'm like. Yes, this is what I'm here for. This is what I came to see.
Yep. And there's Jimmy making a run for it.
Now this is this Aaron Third? Kick. I'm just gonna call him Kick Ass.
The rage virus laid waste to the UK. It was driven back from the continental Europe. British mainland was quarantined to contain the virus. The survivors were left to fend for themselves. So, as you saw in the text there, it did make it to Europe after 28 weeks, but they pushed it back to the UK, and now the UK is literally a no-go area. And here we are, almost 3 decades later. And I'm not going to say who that kid is growing up. You're going to have to wait until we get there. Now, you may not believe this, right? But this whole movie was completely shot on an i15 phone.
I think most movies now are shot on phones now.
No, they're shot on some kind of conventional film camera. This movie was literally shot on an i15 phone with lenses attached to it. Special type of lenses they built for it. That's why this movie has that look the way that it does. And that's another thing I have to give Danny Boyle credit for, is that he seems to be ahead of the curve when it comes to how he presents the visual look and cinematography of films, and also with the camera tech he used. I mean, look at 28 Days Later. He used your conventional video camera, and then you had Michael Mann doing the same kind of camera tactics with some of the films that he's done afterwards. If you remember, like Collateral and Miami Vice and Public Enemies, he used that same camera style.
But but excuse me, it's nice, but I do kind of prefer that gritty look that 28 Days Later had, though.
Yeah,
because it felt more like a documentary than a movie, you know?
Yeah. I mean, this movie kind of still captures that, but it's just
there's bits and pieces, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that this is Danny Boyle now, like 24 years after, and he really has, stepped up his cinematography game since that movie.
Every time I look at him, I just go, "Hey, Kick Ass!" Every time I look at him.
Are you at the part where you see Spike's picking up his toy figure?
Wait, I'm at the part where
Oh, you're ahead of me?
Might be ahead.
Where are you at?
He's looking looks like he's walking in the door talking to his mom.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fast forward.
I'm at 9:10. 9:10.
9:10. Yeah.
I don't know why that. I don't know how that happened.
How the fuck did that happen? Okay, is he at a bit with that where the kid and him are in that woman's in mom's bedroom?
Oh yeah. They're in the bedroom. Yeah.
All right, 9:10. Yeah, I'm there. How did that happen? Yeah, this kid, by the way, who's playing Spike. I heard that he actually won a BAFTA award for his performance in this movie, and I think this was only his Hold on. This is only his fourth movie.
I thought the kid was great.
The kid was.
I thought the kid was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean this kid was really good with his performance in this.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's really improved as an actor. Because I remember I fucking hated him in Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean him in Godzilla was not very good, and then he was female
terrible.
She just called him a cunt.
That's a wild thing to say to another grown man.
Hey, welcome to England. But yeah, her name is Jodie Comer.
Foster. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, she said that she literally jumped at the chance to have an opportunity to work with the film director of this movie. That was one of the things she wanted to do when she started acting, was work on a Danny Boyle film. And she got it.
Yeah, but the idea of, exploring the world 28 years after the infection, I thought was a great idea.
Yeah, I did too.
I just felt like, to me, I felt like they kind of dropped the ball. Like right after the scene, that great scene when they're running across, running across like the river, and then Alpha's chasing them, and it looks like it's about to get them. Right after, like, that was a great scene, in my opinion, Paul. That's where the movie peaked.
Yeah, I mean that scene, which we'll get to, that scene was really cool.
It is an amazing scene.
Yeah, I mean, like I think that's where some people had a lot of issues with it, but was when we got to the other half of the movie, where the story now became about Spike. They wanted to explore that father and son aspect here in the first movie, but then it switched around because I guess there's a bit more going on to it, especially with his mom. Oh, by the way, this actual island that they're on, this is an actual island up in the northern parts of England. It was actually the first part of the UK where the Vikings invaded many centuries ago. And there is only one way in and off that island, and it is that causeway, where the tide does take it.
Don't they say that if you get lost, we ain't coming looking for you?
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing in the mainland, so if you cross over, you're on your own. And he's telling them, yeah, he's ready, he's okay. She's laying down the ground rules.
Yeah, but I just thought this part of the story was more interesting to me.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where they're going to go on the next one with the Bone Temple one. She just told him, "You cross over, that's it. No going back if anything goes wrong."
It's beautifully shot, though. The movie's beautifully shot.
Yeah, the cinematography in this is just fucking amazing. I think it's the same cinematographer guy that Danny Boyle has worked with before in 28 Days Later as well. And another thing I got to point out as well about this movie as well is that the fact that they never brought back John Murphy to do the music. And that, again, I thought was another ballsy move because you don't hear that classic theme on here.
Which I thought was a mistake.
And there's that creepy ass poem playing. And they're showing clips from World War I and II there.
That's a great shot.
Which shot?
Of them walking along the platform.
Yeah. You see when the tide goes in? Yeah, when the tide goes up, there's no access. You can't even swim that.
Now they kind of briefly mentioned 28 weeks later, right? Well, like that.
Yeah,
There's clips right there.
Yeah, see the black and white clips? They're showing little clips of 28 weeks later right there.
Like they kind of like brush it. Like they just let's be honest. They pretty much act like, they pretty much tell the fans, forget about that one.
Yeah, because I think with that one, because it was directed by a different person, and also keep in mind, Fox still owns 28 weeks later. They don't own 28 days anymore. That's why it's gone to a different studio like Sony now.
Hilarious.
And I
Welcome
think
to Hollywood. Welcome to the Hollywood business.
Yeah. They've just stepped into the forest. That fucking poem, dude. I mean, even they used it in the trailer when that first trailer dropped, if you remember.
It's great. It's nice. It's it's eerie. I like it.
Yeah, it's Rudyard Kipling's Boots. They actually used that but it's actually been used by the U.S. military to simulate psychological distress while being held captive.
I can see playing Kick-Ass's role.
It's funny too because
do you know who I can see playing Kick-Ass's role?
Who else?
I can see Drew McIntyre in this.
Oh, that would be that'd be interesting.
I think Drew McIntyre would be a great leading actor.
Yeah, I think he would do pretty good. I mean, he was in a movie recently that came out that had Batista in it, if I remember correctly. He was one of them assassins. I forgot the bloody name of it though. That fucking poem, man, when it intensifies.
It's great. I love it. I love it.
Then there's that creepy ass crawling thing. Yeah, the infected, how they've how they're showing different evolutions of it. Like you got this one here that they've just come across.
Now this one I'm really curious about because like how did it get so bloated? Because you would think, after 20 years of not really consuming anything, because remember how they looked at the end of 28 days later. So I've always wondered how come some ones are bloated.
I have no idea. The only thing I can think of is that they've just been. I think the virus mutates them in certain ways. Like when you play, when you play a video game like Dead Island, you see like different variations of zombies and infected. I think they're playing along that playbook. The virus mutates certain people to accommodate. So maybe that person was somewhat fat in the first place, and the virus uses that to amplify it further for them.
Maybe,
look, he's eating worms, for crying out loud. And then, well, hang on, there's one creeping up behind you. trying to get him to take the shot. Go on, kid, take the shot.
And I like how the camera. You see the it seems like they put the camera on the arrow. I like that.
Yeah, that was nice. Got that one right in the neck. That one's bleeding out everywhere. Ooh, I love that camera effect when you see the arrow going in that one just then. How the camera kind of does like a Matrix thing. I mean, that was pretty cool.
Multiple of these fat fucks.
Yeah, those ones are kids. So it's obvious they're breeding.
Yeah. Like this was fascinating to me. Like that was a kid one. Like it's fascinating to me.
I think, like I said, because of the rage virus, they've after all these years, they're now thinking about self-preservation and adapting. So they found a way to keep themselves going.
Hey, zombies! Hey, zombie needs fuck too.
But here's the thing, though: they're not zombies. They're still alive.
Can you just imagine? Can you imagine how aggressive that session would be? Like you're so filled with rage because when you think of sex, it's supposed to be like a very intimate setting. Can you imagine how aggressive that shit probably looks?
That's gonna be some savage fucking right there.
Get over here!
Yeah, right, dude. The drone shots here with this cinematography.
They fucking sound like Booker T when Stephanie back here does the devil's kiss.
Yeah. That's a lot of deers.
Where Brock Lesnar will be in hog heaven.
Oh, he'd be trying to hunt every single one of those down.
Oh, shoot that one, shoot that one, shoot that one. By the way, Paul.
Yeah.
WrestlePalooza, garbage.
All right, go on. Tell me about it, because I was so busy with where I was in Germany, I didn't get a chance to watch it. What happened?
Well, Brock Lesnar squashed Cena.
To be expected.
Squash Cena. I mean, Stephanie McCure defeated Io Sky. She's the champion. Punk and AJ defeated Seth Rollins and Becky, and Cody defeated Drew. That's really all it. That's really all that happened.
I heard that Jey Uso had a freak accident himself.
Yeah, he somehow bleeded. He was bleeding from giving Braun Breaker a chair shot to the back. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but
I think there might have been a jagged edge of the chair that might have sliced a bit of his head. I think it's the only thing I can think of on that.
But Paul, I'm telling you, like it was not a good show. Not a good show at all.
I guess I'll skip that one then,
bro. It even got to a point where I say that AEW was better.
Well, that says a lot.
Because at least a motherfucker got set on fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's a creepy ass shot.
Did you hear about that, Paul?
Somebody getting set on fire?
Yeah, Darby Allin set Jon Moxley on fire.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go have a look at that.
not set him on fire, but he put him in a body bag because they had a casket match. He put him in a body bag. Clearly, it was flammable. It was not flammable. It was fire resistant body bags, and Darby Allin put Jon Moxley in it and set it on fire.
Pretty cool. You notice that guy has Jimmy carved on his chest, the one that's all strung up?
Yeah, that fucking character, yeah. Not really as enthusiastic about that whole Jimmy thing.
We'll get to that. I'll explain my thoughts on that when we get there. Now, apparently, originally, as you guys may have probably guessed, they were originally going to do a follow up to the 28 weeks, being called 28 months, but because so much time passed by, the filmmakers felt it was more appropriate to call it 28 years and kind of change everything around a little bit.
Yes, yes, yeah. We're never gonna find out what happened to that little boy in Imogen Poots and
Nah. Well, like I said, at the bit with the opening text we saw at the start, it basically said it did get to Europe, but they pushed it back and pretty much put the UK in lockdown. Man, that thing is pissed, and I'm not surprised. You've been strung up upside down with a bag over your head like that. Come on, kid, take the shot.
but this world here, I thought was I was like, okay, all right, I'm digging this. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I'm liking where this is going.
I do like this the way this world is looking now after all these years. It's got a very it almost has a Last of Us feel to it. Hey, you hear that that song that those kids are singing? That is the same fucking song that you hear being sung on the first movie where Jim finds his dead parents.
Oh, interesting.
Nice little nod to the first movie there.
Nice that the humans seem to have adjusted pretty well to the situation.
They have to at this point because no one's coming to help them. They're using screenshots from that movie, Henry V. Yeah, like, I mean,
28 weeks later. 28 years later.
yeah.
God, these movies blend together. I don't even know anymore.
I know, right? Well, you can't actually really call it 28 Days Later Part 2 now, or Part 3 now, can you? So,
Man, if they did that, I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots.
that'd have been like, fuck off at that point. Ooh. Well, that was a deer. Like, that thing is just everywhere. His guts are all strung out and everything, man. And then you got the stag's head on the damn tree stump. Or on a part of a tree. I thought this was a pretty brutal scene when you see like that red vision bit that's coming up in a minute when you see the infected right here. Just ooh.
It looks cool.
It makes me wonder, is that how the infected see the world from their eyes? Everything's red?
Could be.
Makes me wonder. Well, right now, that's an alpha. For anyone who doesn't know, who was watching this, that, whatever you saw tearing the fucking steer's head clean off, that's an alpha. They got to get out of there now.
Oh, God. I wasn't really prepared to see the amount of dicks that this movie showed.
Hey, it was Danny Boyle's
I wasn't ready for it.
It was Danny Boyle's decision to do this, and but it's not really their dicks hanging out, guys. It's just a prosthetic that they added to them because you can't really have their actual ones out with a kid present after all. But this here, man, with the way these infected are, I mean, the fact that they're not actually on the charge for attacking, they're waiting for the big one to do something. And the fact that the big one's only just walking, that just tells you right there, like, Yo, this is different.
And I love how they look too. I love how discolored that they look, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and when that thing sounds off, I remember somebody in the cinema literally jumped out of their skin almost because of how loud this sounded. Here it comes. There.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, Paul, I was really into this.
I am too, man. They gotta run.
Like the infected are still they're still scary, you know, they're still presented as a threat, you know. I like it.
Yeah. They're so fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they're not made to be jokes.
Absolutely not.
Maybe at the very end you could debate, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find out a little bit more about that group in the next one. From what we saw, if you guys have seen the trailer for the Bone Temple, I think we're gonna learn a little bit more about that one. But yeah, the appearances of those characters, very controversial, especially for people in the UK.
Yeah, about that piece of shit radio personality.
Yes. I'll explain more when we get there. Yeah, they got to find somewhere to hide. I mean, that guy's still got some kind of clothes on, but it's like just tattered and torn.
Yeah, this is really good. This is really good.
The music, I kind of missed the original music composer they had. I don't know why they never got him back. I mean, the music's okay on this one, but I do miss the music that the first two presented. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's classic.
But I guess they wanted something. They wanted them, show people, hey, this is something completely different compared to what you saw previously. Well, they just made it into the act. I think you might be a second or two ahead. I'm just gonna. Are they at the attic and he's like all just showing that weird looking mask thing?
Yeah, they're all walking into the cafeteria. I think it's a cafeteria.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're synced up with me. Cool. Yeah, that whole shit with the mask. I don't get that. Now remember, this infection happened in 2002, so a lot of the clothes and stuff and technology at the time will be 2002 based. And if we're like 28 years in, so that means the year is 2030 something.
Yes. To me, Paul, this was what the movie should have been. The movie should have been, okay, they're going on this hunting adventure.
Love that sunset.
And them trying to come back home. To me, that should have been the movie.
Look at the way that Alpha's standing there. Now that tells you this is a whole different type of infected. They're not your mindless rage-induced. Well, they are. They've got rage in them, yeah, but they're not just mindlessly going on the attack. Like that dude is just standing there waiting for them to come out.
And I like this scene too. It shows that he's a good dad. You know, he's telling him no, you did good out there. You did fine, and all that stuff. Like he's not an asshole to his son. You know, which I like. Okay, which makes him likable.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, it ain't your fault, man.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You did good. You did good, even though he clearly almost got him killed multiple times. But yeah, but you can't say that to your son.
You can't.
I mean, you could, but you'd be an asshole.
Be a total asshole if you did that, yeah. that shot with the sun and everything. That just man. Some of these camera shots, I love it.
It's a
I
great looking
appreciate that.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should have been the movie. This should have been the movie. You know, them trying to get back across the mainland and and how to avoid the infected.
Well, for all intent and purposes, the trailer kind of showed it that way. If you remember that first one,
That's what I mean.
and that first trailer, dude, that first trailer managed to gain about 60 million views in 24 hours.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
Yes, folks are watching 28 years later. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the show. Hit that like, subscribe button. And donate to the Cash App, PrimePod313. And then PrimePod313 is the Cash App. What's up, Monster Zombie? What's up, Chaz? Hope you guys are enjoying the show.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this one.
Happy, well, it's not Halloween yet, but we're getting close to October.
Well, we're nearing spooky season.
Which I fucking hate what they're trying. I fucking hate what they're trying to do with that shit now. They're trying to say, oh, well, 4th of July is over. That means we're now in spooky season. Like, what?
Really? Well, you know, here in the...
This dumbest shit. Like, no, I'm not, Paul, because like literally right after 4th of July, Spirit Halloween opens, you know, and like now to put all the Halloween shit up in January, and not January, but in July. It's like, wait a minute. It's fucking stupid.
And this might piss you off, but in the UK, even though we do have some people doing Halloween over here, most people seem to skip Halloween and we're going right into Christmas stuff already.
Well, in America, they skip Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, can we just have like not having anything fun anymore?
Doesn't seem like it. Oh, they're lucky to just get out of there. That place just collapsed on them. Yeah, you're definitely ahead about a second or two because I heard him saying about the building falling down. I'm at that part where he's just saying, "Oh, building just came down."
It is what it is.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just run back to the causeway, man. That's all they gotta do. Just get over there. Look at that bridge is still operational.
Yeah, Paul. To me, like this is where I feel the movie peaks right here.
Yeah. I think for some of the people that watched it, that's what some people felt too. But it felt like it was more interesting when Spike was with his dad than it was with his mom. Like they went a whole coming of age story. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's a good story, but it's not what we came here to see. No, but I think he wanted to do something different with it because, like I said, this is only the first half of the double bill. So maybe we will see more of Aaron Taylor Johnson in the next one.
Yeah, but this is a great scene. Fantastic scene.
Yeah, with all these birds and everything coming in.
And you just see it getting closer and closer and closer.
Look at that shot, man. With that infected just standing there with that moon silhouette. That's just great. And the northern lights in the background, man. That's great too.
And it doesn't get tired.
No. But this scene here with this infected chasing them down, the fact that they're having a hard time running in the water that they're in, and this guy is just breezing past like no tomorrow. That is scary as shit, knowing that guy can outrun you.
That is horrifying.
The hell would you do if you were in that situation, knowing that fucker's right on you?
Like, imagine fucking Brock Lesnar chasing you.
Oh, at his speed, or someone like Braun Breaker, and you know how fast that dude can run. But yeah, this was actually a pretty cool scene. I actually love this.
This is a great scene.
Probably one of the best chase sequences that I've seen in this series. I like the way the camera I like the way the picture just glitches like that for a bit. And then it goes to them when it's waking up. Get that, dude, get that gate open and you might want to arm those crossbows. He is fucking gaining traction on those guys. He's almost there. Fucking hell, man. Take that damn shot. Go on. Well, the shots got in.
That didn't do shit.
No, it just made him mad. He's still running. That dude's got 6 arrows in him. Well, make that 7. And that's the big one that put him down.
Great scene. I love that scene. It's fantastic.
That was good, man.
I guess they can make their own liquor now.
Yeah, it's called moonshine.
Oh, I guess.
All you need is a couple of distilled water, ale, and some apples, and you're good.
Oh, I've never had moonshine, so I will take your word for it.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, at this point, Paul, I'm all in. I'm all in. I was like, yo, this movie's actually pretty good so far.
Yeah. I mean, the first half of this movie so far has been pretty impressive. Definitely still has that feel that the first 2 movies had, but put in its own little thing.
Yes, exactly.
It's just that when I was looking at some of the reviews, I know some people like completely just shitted on the movie because of, well, you know, the infected being the way they look. And I'm just like, really? That's why you're gonna completely shit on a whole movie just because of how the infected look? I mean, whatever, dude. But and then you got some people that were like,
that was not my problem at all.
No. But you had some people that said that, you know, it kind of went in a direction that with the story that they were disappointed at. For me, it was just like, I didn't mind it. I did like the direction the story was going. I love the first half of this movie that we just got. The second half doesn't quite hit as good as the first half, but still, that's
right. Yeah, he's about to see that. Yeah, his dad's cheating on his mom, and it's like we're going here with this now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like his mom.
I understand. You know, you're protective of your mom and all that stuff. I get it, but to me, he kind of acts like a little fucking asshole.
Hey, his kid's being protective with his mom. I mean, I don't blame him for one bit. I mean, he saw his dad doing what he's doing. He's just like, nah, man, that shit ain't gonna fly. And it's been, you know, that's situation.
You're gonna pull a knife. You're gonna pull a knife on the man that saved your little ass out there.
Hey, these things do happen. I mean, like sometimes, I mean, let's face it, man. It is a bit kind of a bit of a dick move to be having an affair with another chick when your wife is like bedridden for some whatever illness that she has, and your kid sees it. It's like, a kid's not going to be down with that at all.
I get it. I get it, but going out in the fucking woods with the infected when you have clearly have no idea what you're doing out there.
He was
I
just
think
trying.
there could have been better ways. There could have been better ways to get to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he was just trying to help his mom out. That's how much he cared for her.
By taking out of the fucking woods.
Well, he wanted to get to that doctor, didn't he? I mean, how else are you going to get there? There's no fucking cars or anything.
Don't even know if the doctor's even alive.
Yeah, I know, but he's just taking a chance either way. And either it becomes successful or he crashes and burns. But this is the decision he made.
Here's the thing. I may sound like an asshole here. He was smarter with his dad than he was with his mom. Take that however you will.
Fair enough, dude.
Like the dude falls asleep. Does he like fall asleep in the middle of the woods?
Well, he is only a kid, dude. Come on.
But even that little interaction you had with the infected, even he should compute. Okay, maybe I shouldn't sleep in the goddamn. None of these fucking sloths crawl around in there.
I don't think they realized that those fat fuckers were in there. They thought it was clear because think about it. Those things will creep up on you, and you won't even realize it until it's too late. That's how quiet they were. Yeah, he's asking about that fire. Dr. Kelson, who, if I understand correctly, I think will be in the next movie too. I'm trying to see what the actual name of this kid is playing Spike. What's his actual name? I'm trying to find it. His name is Alfie Williams. That's his name. And James's mic's off. I think he's busy doing something here, guys. But yeah, guys, for anyone who's just tuned in, we are watching 28 Years Later. If you guys want to donate, you can go to the it's scrolling across on the screen there. Yeah, you can donate to the Primetime Cash App or Cash App and then type in Primetime or PrimePod 313. Donate whatever you like. $1, $50, $1,000,000, whatever. But yeah, guys, Chaz, Motionless Zombie, if you guys are still watching, have you guys even seen this movie yet before we got around to doing this episode? I mean, have you guys seen this in the cinema? Have you thought, yeah, I want to check it out? Did you enjoy the movie? Did you hate the movie? Drop your thoughts on here, guys. Is that Spike's asking about that doctor, and the gold guy's like saying, yeah, I'm just going to go. Nice visual shot of the fire there.
And doesn't the mom here have some sort of like dementia or something?
Yeah, she has she's got some form of cancer, if I remember correctly, and it will mess with your brain like that, cause you to have like dementia episodes and things like that. Yeah, I think her cancer is in the brain. I think.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's when I get to it. Well, that's the part I'm telling you about. Look at that apocalyptic way the place looks after 28 years. Everything like nature's trying to take back the place. So you can tell he has a little bit of the Last of Us inspiration there with some of the way the world looks. Which is not surprising because, a lot of time has passed between 28 weeks, and this movie. So a lot has come after it. You know, we had like The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, World War Z. There was another zombie film called The Girl with All the Gifts. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, James, but that's a very that's another underrated British zombie film, which came out 10 years ago now, funny enough. Well, Aaron Taylor Johnson here is about to try and make some breakfast for the kid.
Yeah, the kid here was a little over dramatic in my opinion.
I don't blame him, dude. The kid's just trying to figure out what's going on with everything. See, he's trying to say about, look, man, you don't want to go near this dude. You know the whole gossip monger and shit that's going on with these characters right here. He's trying to talk him out of the idea of not going to see that guy.
Yeah, he could be fucking nuts for all we know.
We don't know that though, do we? Oh wow. I'll just read something here. It's not quite at the scene yet, but I'm going to read about that. But yeah, like I said, the first two movies were released by Fox Searchlight, but Columbia Pictures snagged up the rights for the first movie and this one, and I'm still waiting for them to release a 4K version of 28 Days, but there's been no. I mean, it is on the cards, but there hasn't been a release date for it. There's Dr. Kelson with all their bodies all just fucking laid out. They think that he's a killer, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, the dude's like literally dragging a cart full of dead bodies around and
I would.
cremating them.
I would.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a case of judging the book by the cover thing again. But he's like, wait a minute, hey guys, how's it going? And he's just like, nah, fuck that, we're moving on. And that's, yeah, like I said, it's so for the last 15 years since they saw that, they basically painted this guy as like, this guy might be a complete fucking psycho, and you don't want to be near this dude. Well, you just asked him that question.
Where are you at, Paul?
Hang on, we're at 52 minutes 14 seconds. Where you want me to pause it?
Said 52:14.
Hang on, I'll pause it right now. I'm at 52:21.
Okay, all right, I'm at 52:21. There we go. I'm there.
Right, I'm in.
I'll tell you one thing: the amount of child actors that have become good over the past 20 years has been amazing. Because usually they would be fucking annoying.
This is true, man. Ow.
You see, even stuff like that, he feels bad for hitting his son.
I know, but
he's a good dad.
I know, but the kid right now is just, he doesn't know what to think anymore. He's just like, you know what? You just fucking hit me. Fuck you, man. He's trying to apologize, but what he just said. And he just pulled a knife on him.
Man, my dad would have. I would have been in a coma.
My dad, yeah, he that would be a bad result right there. I'm gonna get my dad used to be a biker, so
taking Aaron Taylor Johnson out the movie for a good chunk of time, I thought was a mistake.
if I
I
remember
thought that was a mistake because I actually liked this character, and then it's like,
I think he was busy filming another film the same time he was doing this, and that's why you didn't see him an awful lot in this one. I think he was going back and forth on another. I mean, I'm gonna read into it. I'm gonna find out. I think he might have been filming. I think he might have been filming that Craven movie at the same time.
Oh, wasn't that movie the shits?
Yeah, that movie was absolute dog shit. Because this movie was filmed, and I remember it because it was on my newspapers here in the UK. They filmed this movie in May of 2024, and they didn't finish because they filmed both movies back to back, and they didn't finish filming until July of 24. And I think Aaron Taylor Johnson was, I think, involved in filming another movie at the same time, so he was like going back and forth. He double booked himself basically. He started that fire just so he can sneak out with his mom. Smart. I'll give him that.
Kid has balls. He has balls.
Got to in a world like that. And now this is the part where it becomes somewhat of the coming of age story part of the film, which some people like and some people didn't. Me, I'm just. I know, I get it. Me, I thought it was okay. Could have been better, but there were some parts in this part of the story where I was just like,
it's just that Paul is just really, it's nothing interesting. It's not interesting to me. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying that the actors are bad. I'm just saying it's like the infected takes a back seat, and Aaron Taylor Johnson's gone. They got this kid whose mom who's mentally whacked. It's like,
it's the reason why she's mentally whacked. It's because of the illness that she has.
She's mentally whacked. I know why, but I'm just saying it's not. It's just not interesting to me.
I know, like, but there was
the whole Last of Us. Like Aaron Taylor Johnson had to take Spike to one end of the into the country to the other end, maybe to see his mom or something like that. But he had to endure all these different infected, and then along the way through the trauma, through the battles that him and Spike fought, then that's when Spike has his character arc when he grows into a man,
yeah.
Because you could have gone the complete Last of Us route. Here, it's like
I don't think he want. I don't think Danny Boyle and Alex Garland wanted to be exactly like The Last of Us. I don't think they wanted to have a story that was similar to that.
Last of Us. It doesn't have to
I
be
know.
Last of Us.
But I think they were just trying to, I guess you could say, add multiple story layers to this one.
They were trying to be cute. They were trying to be cute.
Yeah, I guess so. But like I said, there are some people that did like this part of the story of the movie, and then there are some that don't. I mean, like I said, this movie was divisive with some people. And even like I said before, even for me, like, I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but it was not exactly what I was expecting it to be. But I didn't completely hate the movie. I thought it was still a fun film in here. But because it's but because it was done with with the first two movies back to back, I always kind of say that I see this one as like the first half of a bigger story, kind of like what they did with the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I kind of think they're going with that approach. That's why the whole thing is like a trilogy for one big story. It's like it's all different
But
layers of stories. It's interconnected.
didn't this movie after opening weekend have a significant drop off?
Um, there was a significant drop off, yeah, but this movie still went on. It still went on to make 151 million against a budget of 60 million, which makes it the highest grossing movie in the series right now.
Now, Paul. No, Paul. That's a dangerous game right there.
Yeah, I am aware of that.
I've told you this plenty of times. Okay, that opening weekend is completely irrelevant. Okay, I pay attention to week 2, week 3. And if the movie has a significant drop off like that, I'll never forget this. It was Friday, not Friday 13th. It was I think it was Friday 13th. No. It was Friday 13th. It was Friday 13th, 2009. I think had a monster opening weekend box office. It was huge. But then I remember by week 2, it had like a 70% drop off by week 2, which means, and that's why we never got a sequel again. So that tells me, Paul, that when a movie has a drop off like that, it tells you that yes, people wanted to go see it, but afterwards people were kind of like, I'm cool on that. And then week 2 happens. That kind of tells you the fan base is kind of
yeah. I'm looking at the box office numbers right now for 28 years later right now. Right. So here we go.
Let me guess. I think it had like a $80 million opening weekend.
Yeah. According to the weekend box office performance, its total. I think this is just the domestic gross at the minute. It had a 30 million opening weekend gross, and it was opened in 3,444 cinemas, and it opened at number 2 on its first week. On the second week, it dropped down to number 5, and it had a 67% drop.
67%?
Yeah, on the second week for this film.
Yeah, like the sloth zombie about to...
The creeper zombie, yeah. That is just so fucked up to see these different versions of the infected. I think these ones are probably the grossest looking, and the alphas are definitely the scariest.
Because that's what I mean, Paul. It's like I just thought it would have been more. Yeah. The mom got to save him, right?
Oh, she fucking beats the brakes off that one. And even she doesn't recall what she did. She's like, huh?
That maternal instincts.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, like the movie stayed in the cinema for about 2 months. Its last showing was August 1st. But you see, at this time, folks, keep in mind, the movie, I think this is another reason why this movie had a major drop also. I want to put this out there too. The movie was released in the cinema on the 20th of June, right, James? And then I think it was either July 1st or July 10th, it was all of a sudden readily available to watch on digital platforms. Just about 2 weeks after its cinema release.
Yeah. But Paul, if a movie's really good, that shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say I'm not shitting on this film. I'm not. But if a movie is great, that shouldn't matter. I think the same happened with Sinners.
Oh, Sinners made a shit ton of money. That's another thing as well. Warner Brothers this year, they have put out some fucking belters when it comes to horror films. I mean, Sinners, Final Destination 6, just to name two of them. And then you got these like Swedish show. Oh, he's puking blood. You might want to shoot the dude right now.
Like, see what I mean, Paul? Like, this is what I wanted. This is what I want to see more of. Stuff like this.
Yeah, like I said, people were expecting to see something similar that 28 weeks later delivered. And I think that's another reason why some people got pissed off with it, is because it didn't give them what they wanted. And I don't think that's what Danny Boyle wanted to do.
These fucking soldiers just came. This came out of nowhere.
Yeah, these like sweet.
This appeared.
Yeah, these soldiers are from Sweden, if I'm correct.
Ain't the scene where we when they get attacked by the Alpha?
Yeah, and I know who it is playing this Alpha too. The guy that's playing the Alpha, the one.
I think he was an MMA fighter.
Yes, he is. And that dude is about 6'7" and weighs close to 300 pounds.
Just imagine you just get certain roles simply because you're just tall. Oh, imagine how easy life. I bet when he was in high school, just because he was 6'7", pretty sure every basketball coach looked at him like, "You're on the team."
He's a big motherfucker. His name is Chi Lewis Parry. Ex-professional MMA fighter with a 9-2 win-loss record. And there he is. And he tears this dude's head right the fuck off.
He kind of looks like
oh, fucking hell.
That's awesome.
Fucking did a Predator on him, and then he smacks him the guy with the face with that head. It's like bang. Down he went like a bag of shit. And then you got this crazy shit where one of the infected is pregnant, and I reckon this is going to play a role in the next movie. Well, the with
Yeah, this is them on their downtime. Yeah, but this was just fascinating to me. I was just really fascinated about how Danny Boyle cooked up, how the infected evolved. Like I just wanted to learn more, and I guess we'll find out in this next one. It's coming out in January, right?
Yeah, exactly 28 weeks after this movie came out.
Hilarious.
Smart marketing. I'll give them that. Yeah, I think we're in northern part of England. I think this is up in Yorkshire, because I know that's a historical monument up there. Oh, and then you got this this zombie this infected coming up, this really skinny looking one,
which everybody thought was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, it's funny because Danny Boyle's wife tried to tell the film director, he's like saying, dude, that guy looks a lot like Cillian Murphy. And then Danny was like, don't be silly. They won't notice it. They won't think it's him. And then all of a sudden, he realized, oh shit, I fucked up. So they had to quickly.
Yeah, bro. People were freaking out that's Cillian Murphy. And I'm just like, you would think they'd be that dumb to just throw out Cillian Murphy out like that, bro. Like,
crazy. I know he produced this movie, but you'd be fucking crazy if they really did do that. It does look a little like him, though.
You just kill him off like if you just kill him off like that, bro. Like, yeah. I knew it wasn't him when he popped up. Like,
but by the way, this guy here, the guy that's playing this infected, he really is that skinny. For real. His name is Angus Neal. He's an art dealer, and he's with the same casting agency I'm with.
Yeah, we need to get me there. Need to eat some burgers and fries, buddy.
I don't know. The guy's not like got any health problems or anything. That's just how his body is. Oh, look at that! The old phone antennas.
Shell gas station.
Says hell instead. Again, another nod to 28 Days Later. If you all remember the gas station from the first movie. Hey, nice shot, kid. Probably one of the only few times where we get to see buildings in this movie.
In all honesty, this kid should have died.
Oh, stop it.
No. If we're gonna be realistic, he should have. If this was actually real life, this kid would more likely be dead by now.
Maybe, but we'll never know unless something like this actually does happen.
Oh, I mean, that's the beauty when you're one of the pretty much the biggest part of the movie. You know, you get the invincibility. What's this?
Yeah.
What's this blue shit?
Methane. It's gas.
That's right. Oh, I remember this soldier being a dick.
Yeah, and just think, this seems to be a 28 trademark. We're always going to see some form of infected catching on fire.
Oh, it's a must.
This happened on the last two movies. And don't keep in mind, they're not wearing anything, so this is their skin roasted. That music doesn't fit at all for this fire scene. I'm sorry, but it don't. Nice close-up of burning corpse there. But yeah, this guy here is an absolute dickwad.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, the old shell gas companies, they're still around, I think.
Oh yeah, they're still around. We have shells in Davenport.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul.
Tango.
Jesus.
Well, you know, the main character, Jim, he did ask for a can of Tango. And it's ironic, I got a bottle of it with me right now.
I haven't had Tango in so long.
It's really nice. But yeah, you were saying earlier, just now?
Oh, no. It is official. The Halloween video game will be out September 8th, 2026, next year.
I'm a little hesitant about the whole thing, though, because the main
It says here it will include online multiplayer and single player story mode from the POV of Michael Myers.
My main concern,
Ain't that what you wanted?
Yes. But listen, my main concern is that you're adding a single player campaign in the structure of a multiplayer structured format. They did this with Friday the 13th, and it's from the same people who did Friday the 13th. So I'm a little hesitant. I'm gonna wait until we see some clips of it. But
Friday 13th. Did Friday 13th? Did it? How about Friday 13th having a single player story mode?
It did. They added it later on.
They did?
Yes, they did, but it wasn't that good.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, they did add it. Like I said, it's from the same. This Halloween game is from the same people who did Friday the 13th and the Texas Chainsaw game. And like I said, even though it does have a single player campaign, my concern is that it's built around the structure of a multiplayer format. So I don't know how much they're going to add into the story. I don't know how engaging it's going to be. I don't know how immersive it's going to be yet until I see some kind of like preview clip or something. That's my worry with the people involved in making this. If you look at the track record of these guys, they're known for abandoning these games after a while when things don't go smoothly. That's why the Friday the 13th multiplayer game's dead. That's why Texas Chainsaw's dead. That's why the recent Evil Dead video game's dead. So I'm a little hesitant about it.
Well, Paul, I'm looking at it right now. They have released a gameplay trailer.
All right, I'll take a look at it later. But as you know, when it comes to next year, when it comes to horror games, Hellraiser is the one I'm waiting for the most at the minute. Patrol boats. The kid doesn't even know about this, dude. Oh, so it's kind of like Escape from New York and LA. Once you go in, you're not coming out. Yeah, you're still trying to get to Kelson. A little hard to do when you're just a kid, dude. But yeah, as you can see here, James, like the whole timeline difference, like he's got a smartphone, and smartphones weren't around when this rage virus came out at the time. It's like England became the land that time forgot. A brick. Oh yeah, James. I don't know if I showed you this yet, but did you know there was a website that was designed specifically for this movie? And if you know the password to get in, um, it gives away a little tidbits of stuff that was in this movie, like almost like a promotion, but like a surveillance website for it. I don't know if they're still adding anything new to it because of the new one that's coming out, but um, I'm trying to remember the name of the website again because you remember when the second trailer dropped, I don't know if you noticed it, but there was like these little symbol glyphs that like split second showed up on the trailer. I don't know if you remember that. Dude, like you can't be saying that. Come on. Fuck. I'm just reading up some stuff to find on here. Yeah, I was right. So this movie is set in the year 2030. So yeah, that's exactly 28 years after 2002. Oh, and check this out too, dude. Apparently, Imogen Poots, who played Tammy in 28 Weeks Later, she expressed interest in reprising her role in the sequel, but I don't know if the deal fell through or anything. But we know that Cillian Murphy's going to be in uh one of the next two movies. I think he might be in the one that's coming up next, or he might be in the one that's after. But we definitely do know that he is gonna be in it. But he's currently the executive. I think he was the executive producer of this movie. Let me check. Yeah, he was one of the executive producers of this film. I think James is probably doing something in a minute. You still there, James? Your mic's off, I think. Oh, the mum's picking up something. There's a train that hasn't been used in a long time. You can tell it's picked up a lot of decay and everything. And a shitload of rats. That's another nod to 28 Days. All right, James, I want to get your thoughts on this thing here. This whole thing where you got this infected pregnant lady. If you're still there, dude. Yeah, I remember when I first saw this, like, I was like thinking, dude, like, what the fuck is going on here? I mean, you got this because you saw this one earlier where you got this infected lady who's straight up pregnant and is trying to squeeze this one out, trying to give birth here. And I'm surprised that this infected person didn't even bother attacking her. Instead, she actually agrees to let the mom help the infected lady help this one out. Like, look at this. There's like a little hint of humanity still left in this one. See? Didn't even try to attack her.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah.
So there's a little bit of an interesting thing here. The fact that this infected lady didn't even try to attack this one. Actually agreed to let him help.
Like, you see
And
what
also,
I mean? It's like, see what I mean, Paul? It's like, it's intriguing. It's so intriguing.
And then you got this one who's this kid, this baby, who's born from an infected person and doesn't seem to show
normal.
Yeah, like
it's
a natural born infected, maybe. Fuck knows, dude. But there's gonna be a lot of questions that need to be answered in the next one, dude.
They better be answered.
Well, we got 2 more movies to go through, innit?
Well, Paul, we've been through that before.
Yes, we have. But like I said,
we didn't get shit.
That is true. Yeah, the Phantasm movies. But this is a Danny Boyle and Alex Garland movie, so I'm sure we're gonna get some answers. That is fucking crazy. I don't know if that woman was gonna try and attack him or what, but I don't know if I don't know if shooting it was necessary.
Yeah, that was a little unnecessary.
Did he just call it a zombie? That's the first time I've heard that word being used in this film.
That's interesting.
That's literally the first time that word was uttered in any of these films. Oh, and you know who's coming next? The big bastard.
The big bastard with the big schlong.
Samson. And like I said, this dude is fucking massive.
This is actually kind of scary too.
You're right.
In a confined space in a train like that.
Yeah. Oh, he looks pissed. That didn't do shit. I think that was his missus.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah. And I think that was his kid. And I wouldn't want this guy chasing me.
Dumb. And in fact they're not stupid.
No. There's actually a thought process going on with them.
Yeah, they think. Yeah.
I mean, look at that one we saw earlier that was just standing by that tree waiting for them to come out. That didn't even phase him. He's just like, you little shit. Is that all you got? A guy running at that speed at his size is scary. And, well, here's a legendary actor here.
Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah. This guy's movie credits reads like a who's who.
He's a great actor.
I'm surprised they even got him in this one. He was the last person I expected him to be in a film like this. Morphine and xylidine, huh?
And that's the doctor.
Yeah. So apparently he's covered himself in iodine because the infected don't like it.
Smart.
Never been tried on the other two movies. Oh, well, that's a big fucking... Yeah. But yeah, I do know that I'm looking at the information for the Bone Temple. Yeah, Ralph Fiennes is definitely going to be in the next one because that's him. Because if you've seen the poster and you've seen the trailer, he's in there.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Hey, shout out to that baby, though, and I guess shout out to Samson for I guess doing his thing, but but ask for the mom though, hey.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
You couldn't resist it, could you?
I couldn't. It's been a while time. It's been a while.
couldn't let up. You couldn't let it go, could you?
I could not let it go. I couldn't resist the urge.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, look, that baby's eyes—they're not red.
That's fascinating. That's stuff like this is fascinating to me.
So, okay, so she's definitely not showing the signs of the infected, but my question is she contagious? Because you remember that carrier in the last one, she was still aware, but if you kissed her or had any of her saliva on you or whatever, she could still infect you. So I'm wondering, does that still apply with this one?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a very valid question.
And here is the Bone Temple. Probably one of the most impressive set pieces I've seen in any movie in a while.
Oh, it's great. The set piece of this movie, in this whole movie, period, it's fantastic.
Yeah. And the reason behind why he built all this is because, as it's later explained, these are all the people who, in some shape or form, fell victim to this rage infection, and this is his way of, I guess you could say, remembering them. That's why he keeps bringing up that memento mori. If you know what that means, folks, it means remember you must die. But yeah, this scene that we're getting into right now with what comes up later, yeah, this was a pretty powerful emotional scene that's coming up, folks.
It's actually a really good scene.
Yeah, and it's
acted very well.
Yeah, and I shit you not, dude, it made my mum cry. I'm not kidding. And I know why. Because we lost our grandma to cancer, so it was her mom, my grandmom. So I get it. I get why she reacted the way she did when we get to that scene. I mean, like for people like my man, if you couldn't feel that emotion or couldn't relate to it that way, then I don't know what to say, dude.
Agreed. I definitely agree.
So I'm guessing, like, so the heads that get torn off, I'm guessing he like fully cremates the bodies, those, especially those ones we saw, but he keeps the skulls and adds more to them, like it's a memorial to those who fell. Again, it's just fucking wild how. Oh, look at all that cooked skin. I wonder if it's edible, like meat. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck am I saying? Shut up, Paul. But again, like I said, this is the part of the movie where it took us in a direction that I don't think a lot of people were expecting.
Yeah. This is where I'm like, all right, where are you taking me, movie? Where are you taking me?
Again, I do appreciate the different direction. It didn't piss me off like Halloween Ends did, but I I do. It was different. It wasn't what I was expecting, but at the same time, I understood and appreciated where they were going with it. So I wonder how long it took for him to build all that. Again, though, I find it interesting that he's covered himself in iodine, and that's how he's kept himself alive all this time. Because the infected want fucking none of it. Or maybe the iodine makes some, I don't know, maybe it works like camouflage and they don't sense him.
Could be.
You know, like when Arnold from the first Predator movie covered himself in mud and the Predator couldn't see it. Maybe that's what's going on there. Fuck knows. We have all these questions that this movie put out, and I don't know how many of them are going to get answered in the next one, but I want some answers.
Well, they better be answered.
Yeah. Well, again, like the new one, it's still written by Alex Garland. Danny Boyle is still producing it, but the director's different. It's Nia DaCosta. And I know what you're going to say about the director.
I ain't gonna say none.
I mean, like, I've only seen one movie that she did, and that was Candyman. I thought it was okay. This is just me. This is just my opinion, guys. I did enjoy that Candyman film. I don't agree with. I know. I mean, there were some things in there that I was kind of like, you didn't need to do that, but it was a natural follow up to the original movie. So technically, that was a legacy sequel. But we're probably never going to see another Candyman movie like that now because, you know, Tony Todd's no longer among the living.
Yeah, I don't really see the point anymore.
Nope. Yeah, you gotta say you're telling us straight up, got brain cancer. And when we got to this scene, I'm not kidding, dude. I could hear my mom sniffling 2 seats next to me. Like this hit a lot of people in the cinema. I mean, there wasn't a fucking dry eye in the cinema. I had a lump in my throat. I know that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That happened. And it must be devastating for Spike because he busted his ass and sacrificed quite a lot.
So you're telling me all of this
For him was for nothing.
For nothing! Got it.
But you got that kid, that baby.
Which, by the way, is an automatic death sentence in the zombie apocalypse.
Fair point.
It's an automatic death sentence.
Yeah, I know. But he managed. We'll get to it when we get to it.
How
But
the hell he gonna take care of a baby in the zombie apocalypse? Man, that baby's not gonna stop you from getting torn apart.
nope. I found that out with The Walking Dead, and I found that out with Crossed. I feel bad for the kid though, because you could tell this kid just wanted to do something right to help someone out, and apparently life being
Stay his little ass home.
but life being the motherfucker that it is, basically gave him a fucking bitch slap of reality. You could tell he wanted to help his mom. Now, if we weren't in a full blown zombie outbreak, there would be medical equipment still working, and it could be treated to some extent. But in this world, you ain't fucking getting any of that. And that's what makes it even worse, because, especially the tech is there, but it's not working.
I just feel like I was myself just
I feel bad for this kid. I mean, how can anybody not feel bad for this kid in this scene? See, like, you got Kelson here. He's gonna give the kid a sleeping dart because he knows full fucking well that kid's not gonna let his mom go out the way she wants to go out. See? She decided, you know what? I'm not gonna let this cancer slowly kill me. I'm gonna go out on my own terms. So
Yeah.
I gotta give respect for that. I mean, like, if I ever, I'm not saying I'm not hoping for any of this at all, but if I ever came down with some bad shit like that kind of illness, I'd I'd be wanting out too. But yeah, this is such a fucking this is such a powerful scene that's coming up right now, guys. Just yeah. The music too that goes with it. I'm not kidding. I actually have this this one specific movie score from this film. This scene, this exact score here. It's on my Walkman. Because it's like if there's certain go on.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, like, if there's certain tracks in a movie score that I like, I will most likely end up putting it on my Walkman. Yeah, kids drifting off. Here it comes. Yeah. Oh. Fucking hell. Like I said, I bet you, because it was in my cinema. I already told you my mom was this hit her pretty hard, and I guarantee you, anybody that saw this in the cinema, I bet they were getting hit hard by it too, because it's relatable. This whole fucking thing right here. Great shot there with her in the silhouette like that.
Oh, beautiful shot. This movie has a lot of great shots.
Like I said, Danny Boyle and the cinematographer, they have an eye for it, dude. I'm gonna see the name of the cinematographer. It's Anthony Dodd Mantle. Him and Danny Boyle have worked together numerous times. Oh, that music, and just look at that, man. The way that the fireflies or fire like that, it's just fucking beautiful.
It's great.
Just, yeah, man. and that music score just works. Oh, fucking hell, man! I need a drink. Say what you want about the third act of this film. This one scene is just the standout emotional part. And there's her skull.
Got killed her and skinned her that fast, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. He's been doing this for a while. I mean, look at the shit behind him. You know, I should have known when I remember when I saw that movie poster, when you see that kid climbing the bone temple on the movie poster, I should have known there and then, but I didn't think that far ahead at the time. Yeah, go on. Not exactly what I expected for a third act, but for an emotional gut punch, it's very satisfying. And the fact that this kid basically climbed the whole top of it to give his mom the best view, basically. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just
It is emotional. It is emotional.
yeah, I know. I'm kind of feeling it a little bit here. It's not every day a movie like this hits me the way it does, and this one did. It's another good shot there. God, this movie's just got so many good shots. I've lost count. Man. Oh shit, here comes Samson. Yeah, he's fucking pissed.
Give me back my son!
That's all he wants. Oh shit. Oh hell. Dude, if he gets in there, it's game over. Mm-mm.
And he is coming back for the second film, is he? Like the Samson guy?
Yeah, he was in the trailer. Yeah, Samson's definitely gonna be in it. I'm looking at the cast for it right now. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it, from what it says here. The guy that's playing Samson, yeah, he's in it. I'm reading the premise here on the Wikipedia for the Bone Temple one. It says here, it takes place after the events of 28 years later. Spike is inducted into Sir Jimmy Crystal's gang, which is, we'll get to that in a second. In a post-apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic England ravaged by the rage virus. Meanwhile, Dr. Kelson uncovers a deadly discovery with world-altering consequences. So where are we going here, dude?
I don't fucking know.
And it's funny. I'm reading the tagline for the new one. It says, "Fear is the new faith."
That's cute.
Well, the last one for this one was called "Time Didn't Heal Anything." Well, he's got the baby.
Yo, imagine hating your dad this much. Hey, you know,
Well,
yeah, fuck coming home. I'm gonna stay out here. I got some shit to
28,
figure out.
28 days later. Oh, I love that waterfall. That is an actual waterfall, by the way, up in the northern part of England. Wait, do I hear familiar music?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I guess his version of the 28 movies.
Yeah, that's that music when Jim was walking around London. He was
Yeah,
grabbing all that money.
yeah, yeah.
That's the only time we hear something familiar. So yeah, it turns out that Dr. Kelson was not as bad as what they were saying he was. And there's the baby. I got a feeling this baby is gonna have some implications, dude. That bit when I was reading that premise saying about that Kelson discovers something that's a world-altering consequence, that makes me wonder what's gonna be happening here. What's going down? Because it's gonna have. Because I got a feeling this baby's gonna be playing a part in it. And you know, Samson wants his kid back. And if he gets in there, what do you think's gonna happen?
One of the rare times somebody actually wants to claim their kid.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is when I'm just like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, this was now initially I didn't quite put two and two together when I first saw it. But then when I was hearing back from some of my friends that went and seen it, and then they told me a bit about it, I just went, "Oh shit, yeah, you're right." It's nice to hear they got that classic score back in there, though. That music bit.
Just a little bit. It's like a remix version.
Yeah. Or he's helping himself to that fish. That was a kid's food, you little
Hilarious.
shit. I think this was actually filmed in somewhere in Somerset, down in the southwest, near where I am. So I recognize that. I recognize that layout. It's somewhere near Dartmoor. Ooh, nice shot. Oh fucking no, that's Jack O'Connell. You remember that? Do you watch that movie? Eden Lake. He was also in Sinners.
Yes, he was. But man, Paul, this is I shit you know. This is where I got lost.
Like I said, I
I
think
was
we're
like,
gonna.
I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, did you know about what they were referencing until I told you, or before I told you?
I had no clue. I thought this shit was goofy.
So then, when I told you about it, I'm guessing you did look it up and saw that Netflix documentary, right?
Yeah. And I still don't give a fuck. I still don't care.
Right. Interesting choice of music. I'll give them
The
that.
music, it's like, wait, is this like, what is this?
Well, you know me, I'm a metalhead, so I'm kind of okay with that music. But yeah, like this group that are looking an awful lot like a certain piece of shit who did some fucked up shit. For those who know, you know. But I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen with Spike now that he's rolling with this crew. But at the same time, I'm wondering, where are we going with this? And by the way, the guy that's playing, if you look at that cross, you notice it's the same cross that kid had at the start of the film. That's who that is. Yeah, that's what's worrying. Look at the what he's wearing, the jewelry, the hairstyle. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, Krusty. You tell me. And there it is. 28 years later. This was only the first half of a double bill, but it's the start of a trilogy. Where the fuck are we going to go next? That is the question I want answered. But I'm going to let James drop his thoughts first, and then I'll go in after.
I don't know, man. I just felt like just a little disappointed. The first half I was into. I was digging it. Like, okay, all right. I love the idea of the evolved infected. You know, I liked the father-son dynamic, you know, like and I was into it. And then right after the scene with them with Alpha chasing, you know, the family, and he gets killed, it's kind of like, what are we doing here? I don't hate the film. I think it's beautifully shot. I think it's beautifully made. The acting is not bad at all. In this movie. I just didn't really care for the storyline. I didn't care for it. Once Aaron Taylor Johnson was out the movie, I stopped caring. So hopefully in the second film, you know, we make it a little bit more interesting. More infected, of course. I want to learn more about the infected, and have this kid not be a fucking idiot. I would say he's a kid, but come on, like Jesus. But like, I mean, I don't hate the film. I don't love it either. I'm just nah.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, like it's not. I mean, I've always said 28 weeks later, it's still my favorite one in the series. But I did enjoy this movie. I mean, despite the tone shift that this movie had, it's still, I guess for me, it still maintained the essence of what this franchise is. But I thought it was a bit of a ballsy move to shift the direction of the focus of where they were going. So, but either way, like, the movie was still well made. The cinematography was fucking beautiful. And the cast was on top point. I mean, Aaron Taylor Johnson put on a pretty solid performance, and then of course you got the guy that played Dr. Kelson, who's a legendary actor, Ralph Fiennes. The infected was still just as intimidating as they've always been, and the look that they currently have, it's kind of fucked up. But I understand why they went for the direction they went with that look, because you know they're meant to be like feral humans, so they're kind of like wild animals now. So they're not going to give a fuck if they're wearing anything or not. And I know some people were kind of thrown off by that. I get it. I understand why they get thrown off. I mean, it's not every day you see shit like that. After all, not like you want to. And then of course you got this this group that Jack O'Connell was leading, which looks like that piece of shit Jimmy Savile. For those who know or don't know, just go look up Wikipedia and you'll find out why we say he's a piece of shit. I'm going to say no more than that. So, yeah, I'm interested to know where they're going with this, because I've seen the trailer for the Bone Temple, and it kind of gives off a bit of a sinister vibe, especially with this group that Spike is with. So I'm very interested to see where that's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen with Spike on that one. Definitely curious to know what Kelson has discovered. I want to know what the hell that is, and I definitely want to learn more about how the infected have evolved. I want to know more about that, because this movie showed hints and bits and pieces that we didn't expect to have happen, and left me with a bunch of questions that I want answered. And it's getting me thinking about it now. I'm just like, okay, so you got your crawlers, you got your alphas, you have your pregnant ones that gave birth to a non-infected baby, and I'm just like, where are we going now? Like, what's going on here? So again, it's left me with a bunch of questions, but I like to treat this movie as literally like the first half of a bigger story. So because I remember them saying that that each movie has a different vibe, but all the characters and stories are still interconnected. So it's going to be interesting to see where we're going with this. And also, the rumor is on the next one, we're definitely going to see Cillian Murphy come back as Jim. What kind of role he's going to play in this movie as this character 30 years or 28 years on, it makes me wonder what life's been like for him in this one. So yeah, curious about that. But again, this movie it's still a solid movie. It's not like, for me, it's not the best one in the trilogy in the series so far, but it's not completely bad either. I mean, it's still a good film. There were moments that I enjoyed, and it did have some really emotional scenes to it, like we saw on the third act of that film, and it still had the action that you would expect in a movie like this. So, and the gore. So yeah, it was a good sequel. I still say 28 Weeks is my personal favorite, but this one was all right too. So it felt like a natural follow-up to the first movie, seeing that Daniel Boyle was, back on board to do it. So it did feel like that same vibe that the first movie delivered. So yeah, fun movie. I'll give it I'll probably give it like a 7. I don't think it's like an 8 or a 9 movie, but I'll definitely give it a 7.
Okay. All right. Yeah, tell us, folks, how y'all felt about 28 years later. Did you guys like it, not like it, all that fun stuff? Any movie news, Paul?
All right, let's have a look, because I haven't been on here for a while. I'm going to see what we got. Okay, we got something here involving the new movie that Osgood Perkins is doing called Keeper. He teases that there's something that lives in the mysterious cabin in the woods. All right, let's see what this is about. So, fresh off Longlegs last year, and the other movie he did this year called The Monkey, Osgood Perkins is back with a new horror movie called The Keeper, a film that we know very little about at this time. We've seen a mysterious teaser trailer. I haven't seen that trailer yet. And we know that it's been rated R for violent content, gore, and language, and some sexual references. But what type of horror movie are we in store for in November? Oh, this movie's coming out in November. Talking to Empire Online, the director teases that his Cabin in the Woods horror movie definitely features some kind of entity that is toying with the main characters. Keepers follows a couple as they escape for a romantic anniversary weekend at a scheduled a secluded cabin when Malcolm, played by Rossif Sutherland, returns to the city. Liz, played by Tanya Mansley, finds herself isolated in the presence of an unspeakable evil that unveils a horrifying secret. Perkins teases that something lives in the cabin. Of course, it does. But there has been a minute, and it's hard to and it's had its way with lots of people. So, I mean, if you guys have seen, Long Legs and you've seen this other movie, then you know what kind of movies to expect here. This movie has also been written by the same guy who did Dangerous Animals, which is that movie about that serial killer that feeds people to the sharks, the one that had Jai Courtney in it, which I've yet to claim on Blu-ray yet, but I've heard there's a pretty solid film. So, what's your expectations, James, for this new movie that Osgood Perkins is doing? I mean, you've seen Long Legs, so you know what kind of movie he's going to be delivering here.
Oh, like I said before, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Right. VHS, which is a horror anthology series for anyone who's never seen that. It's now going to be releasing its 8th installment in the VHS series. So this will be number 8. This one's going to be called VHS Halloween. They just recently dropped it. Oh, they recently dropped a trailer for it. Okay, I'm going to have to look at that out. It will feature 6 terrifying new tapes coming to Shudder this Halloween. Let's see who's directing these. So one of them's being directed by Brian M. Ferguson. The other is by Casper Kelly, Michelin Pitt Norman, and R.H. Norman. Alex Rose Perry. One of them here is being directed by Paco Plaza. That's the guy who directed the Record movies. Ooh, okay. But anyway, yeah, the official trailer for VHS Halloween has dropped. It'll be released on Shudder this October 3rd. That reminds me, something else is dropping on October 3rd. I'll get to that in just a second. It's going to be a collection of Halloween-themed videotapes that unleashes a series of twisted, blood-soaked tales, turning trick-or-treat into a struggle for survival. James, have you ever seen any of these VHS movies? Whoa, what the hell? A lot of crackling on your sound there, dude.
I think so. I don't remember though.
Do you remember one of the episodes? And I can tell you which one because I've got all 7.
No, I don't.
All right. Well, yeah, guys, if you guys have not seen that series, it's definitely worth checking out. For me, I've always said it. My personal favorite VHS movie was probably part 2, specifically for there was this one episode on there which involves a cult, and it's pretty fucked up what happens on it. I think it was directed by that episode was directed by Gareth Evans, the guy who did the Raid movies. And VHS 94 would be my second favorite entry in the series because there was this one skit that was on there that was directed by the guy who did the Night Comes For Us movie, and that was some fucking wild shit. And I think that was also, VHS 94. That was the one where it was picked up by Shudder, and they've been releasing the VH movie every year on Shudder. So yeah, that's going to be dropping on the 3rd of October on Shudder. And speaking of TV, and speaking of new stuff coming out on October 3rd, James, I don't know if you saw the trailer for this. I did post it on Discord a few days back, and it's the latest entry in this TV series on Netflix called Monster, and this time it's going to be about Ed Gein. But yeah, for anyone who's never seen the this Netflix series called Monster, you guys should definitely check it out. The first season they did was about Jeffrey Dahmer, and that was a really fucking good TV series. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was the number 1 Netflix series that stayed on top of the top 10 chart for about 2 or 3 months, if I'm correct. And then you had season 2, which was about the Mendez brothers. And now you got this one, which is about Ed Gein. And he's being played by a British actor named Charlie Hunnam. And if anybody doesn't know who that is, that's the guy who played Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy. I did see the trailer for this new one, and man, this one looks pretty damn fucking creepy. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. I mean, I know James has seen the other two entries in that TV series, so I'm wondering what his expectations are. Because if anyone doesn't know, Ed Gein is the serial killer who inspired three known movie franchises: Psycho, Texas Chainsaw, and Silence of the Lambs. Because the shit that he did is what you see, what inspired those three films, entries in those franchises. You know what I mean? But James, are you looking forward to seeing that new Monsters TV series when it drops? Which I think is on October 3rd, if I'm correct, which is the same time VHS Halloween drops. I think James is busy doing some of the minute goals, folks. But yeah, anybody in the chat box, are you guys looking forward to seeing that one? Okay, what do we got going on here? Hold on a second. James just dropped me something. Okay, he's dropping a. Oh, James is taking a phone call. Okay, wait, I'll drop his thoughts in a second. But anyway, while he does that, I'm just looking for anything else that I can find right now. Oh shit! I just clicked on the wrong thing by accident here. My bad. What we got? I'm just because I've been away for so long, guys. I'm just trying to catch up with everything in a minute. Shelby Oaks just launched a cryptic locked website, and they've got the password. Oh, okay. I'll probably look at that one later. What else we got here? The Last Sleepover. Okay, we got an indie slasher here coming out. This is from yesterday. This is an exclusive. It's an indie slasher called The Last Sleepover. A teaser trailer just got dropped. It's basically I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Mean Girls, according to this title here. Let's read into this. Jean Favorites, Felicia Rose, who was in Sleepaway Camp, and Lisa Wilcox, who was in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, appear in a indie slasher alongside Spooky Madsen, Audrey Kurtzinger, Jason Crow, Brittany Brisson, and TJ Mons. A group of former friends reunite on the night for their 20-year high school reunion. One part of an elite clique called the Pastels. They harbor a dark secret. Years ago, fucking advertising. Hang on a minute. Years ago, they tormented a less fortunate girl in a cruel prank that ended in tragedy. After the reunion, they continued the night at an Airbnb for one last sleepover, but the celebration quickly turns into a nightmare when a masked killer begins hunting them down one by one, seeking revenge for the sins of their past. Yeah, that sounds an awful lot like I Know What You Did Last Summer, but with a case of Mean Girls on it. Gregory W. Brock directs it, and a script is co-written by Austin J. Woodford, and the music score was done by Paul Willie, the guy who did the music for the Terrifier franchise. A couple of interesting names in this, though. I mean, the fact that you got Felicia Rose, who was in Sleepaway Camp, and Lisa Wilcox, who was in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, they make an appearance in this movie. So this might be worth checking out. I mean, I know it's an indie film, but sometimes these indie films are actually not too bad. The production launched an Indiglo campaign to secure the finishing funds. Perks include Blu-rays, DVDs, posters, dolls, producer credits, and more. And they just recently dropped the trailer for it, which I'll most likely take a look at once we're off the air. I'm just going to leave it in the StreamYard chat so James can check it out when he gets around to it. I'll even put it in his Facebook one. Right. Any more news? Let's take a look. Bear with me. What we got here? Oh, Yeah, I did hear about this, but I guess it's not true. Um, there was a. This is some more Scream 7 news, by the way, guys. Um, After casually reporting that Hayden Pantry would return in Scream 7 over the weekend, EW has updated their story to clarify that her involvement has not been confirmed. So somebody jumped the gun there. Apparently, that Hayden Pantry's character Kirby Reed was first introduced as a horror-loving sidekick turned survivor in Scream 4. She returned in Scream 6 as an FBI agent, and somebody tried to say that she was going to appear in Scream 7, but now it turns out that she may or may not show up in Scream 7. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, folks, that's one of James's favorite characters in the Scream franchise. So I'm not sure he's going to be happy about the fact that they're fucking around with the idea of either she's going to be in it or not. They're not giving us clear cut answers, dude. This whole thing with Scream 7, guys, the production of this movie has been an absolute fucking mess. It'll be a bloody miracle if this movie comes out and satisfies us. But anyway, yeah, that movie's going to be dropping on the 27th of February next year. And it's being directed by Kevin Williamson, the guy who pretty much wrote the screenplays for the Scream franchise. The script is being done by Guy Bushwick, the guy who did Scream 5 and 6. Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox is going to be in it. Mason Gooden's in it. Jasmine Savory Brown's in it. David Arquette is in it. Scott Foley's in it, the guy who was in, I think he was the killer in Scream 3, if I'm correct. And of course, Matthew Lillard's in it. But we still don't have a trailer yet. I remember they were hinting about it being at the MTV Music Awards, but that turned out to be bullshit. So we still don't have a trailer, but they're saying October 7th is when the trailer might drop. So, But again, this whole thing with Scream 7 has been an absolute mess. And like James was saying last time we were doing this, this one has to be it. I don't see how we can continue making more Scream movies with the same characters over and over again. So if this is going to be the last one, just let it be the last one. Just fucking let it be the last one, man. Because they've jumped the shark pretty much with this one. Oh, hello. Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. It had its first screening at the Fantastic Fest, and apparently the reactions from the cinema goers that went to see it has been given some very positive praise for it. Some people say it's a Christmas love story slasher. Let's have a little read into this. Right. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night's remake had a surprise premiere at the Fantastic Fest at a secret screening last night. This is from 2 days ago, by the way. And the reactions are filled with holiday cheer. So apparently this movie has gotten some very good reactions from people that were lucky enough to go see it. This movie's being directed by Mike P. Nelson. This is the guy who did a video skit in VHS 1985. He did a Purge-like movie called The Domestics, but he also did that recent Wrong Turn movie, which I thought was fucking shit. So that's one little blemish in his filmmaking career here. The new Silent Night, Deadly Night more than earns its place in the world of films. Ryan Scott wrote, as the film published his review, saying it's a big, crazy swing in an era where Hollywood is so IP obsessed, even if it doesn't all work like gangbusters. There are something refreshing about how straight up how good this movie ended up being. So apparently a lot of people that's gone and seen it, there's a lot of good reviews here. Just seeing who's involved in it. Hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, the movie had one screening. Basically, they said it's Dexter meets Christmas. Oh, really? Okay. Well, you still haven't told me who's starring in it. Let me see who's in this. Hang on. Okay. I can't see who's casted in this. It won't say on the news article, so I'm gonna go on. Oh, hang on, we got the name here. Silent Night, Deadly Night is like if Venom was a serial killer dressed as Santa. Bloody funny, absolute blast, according to Seth, who posted. Rowan Campbell kills it as the lead, while Ruby Munn is a perfect opposite and the total scene stealer. Hang on, Rowan Campbell. Rowan Campbell. He's playing the main. Where have I heard that name before? Hang on. Rowan Campbell. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Here we go. Okay, so the guy who's playing Billy, in this movie, I think that's the name of it. If I remember, that was the name of the killer. Yeah, killer. Right, Rowan Campbell. What did you do? Oh, for fuck's sake! It's that guy. People's probably wondering right now, why are you so pissed off? Well, apparently the guy who's playing Billy in Silent Night, Deadly Night is the same fucking guy who played Corey in Halloween Ends. For fuck's sake. Oh, fucking hell. I know James is going to have some stuff to say about that. But apparently they're saying that he does a really good job playing this role in this upcoming movie. Well, he's got some serious...
Wait, hold on. Look. I don't say why you hate Rowan Campbell. It's not his fault.
I'm not... Yeah, it's just
I thought he was great Halloween Ends. He was not the problem.
I know he's not. I don't hate him, but it's just like I'm just like, oh man, I still have that fucking memory of what he does in that movie. That's why I'm pissed.
But I'm not gonna let you do that to that man. Okay?
I'm not gonna shit on him like that, dude. But I'm just like, I just thought, oh fuck. As soon as I realized. I'm gonna give this. Listen. Hang on, hold on.
He ain't the problem.
I know. I'm gonna give him a chance in this movie. Okay. Apparently, people are saying he does a really fucking good job in this movie. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt in this movie. I will go watch it. I hope it's good. I hope he pulls on a damn good performance, and I hope he fucking does a kick-ass job as the killer. If he does that, then past sins will be forgiven as far as I'm concerned. Does that sound fair? All right. But anyway, yeah, sorry about that, folks. That was just me getting my All right. We will have to wait and see when that comes out. I am looking forward to seeing the movie, though. I will say that. I am looking forward to seeing this new movie, but I am just hoping that he puts on a damn good performance in this movie. What's this? Primate. What the hell? What is this? Okay, we got a new horror movie here coming out, James. It's from Paramount. It's a movie called Primate. They just released a first poster of this. What's this about? All right, hang on. This movie's about a killer chimp. Okay, so anyway, as Megan explains in her first review, Ben is a practical, spectacularly crafted by Millennium Effects. This is a practical effects. The movie and played by movement specialist Miguel Torres Umbra. The chimp's transformation from sweet pet to terrifying monster serves as the film's biggest asset, enhanced by a chilling shot composition of expert pacing that teases even the steelest of nerves. Primate may not ultimately impress for its originality, but as an old school animal attack creature feature, it's an adrenaline rush of fun. So basically, hang on, I'm going to pop synopsis. Right. Primate, home from college, Lucy reunites with a family, including a pet chimp named Ben. Ben contracts rabies from a pool party and turns aggressive. Cujo, anybody? Lucy and friends barricaded in a pool, devising ways to survive the vicious chimp. This movie's going to be dropping in the theaters on the 9th of January. It's being directed by Jonas Roberts. Oh, that's the guy who did that's the guy who did that shitty Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City film. But that aside, he did do another good movie that came out years back, which I was impressed by. So and he also did the 47 Meters Down films, which is a pretty cool killer shark film. So James, a movie about a killer chimp. This is basically like Cujo, but with a different type of animal. How you feeling about this one?
Cujo, Deep Blue Sea, Man's Best Friend.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Probably going to be another one of them that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow.
Might be, but it's got some big studio backing with Paramount, and it's definitely getting a cinema run. So I'm going to drop you the link. So
he'll be here today and gone tomorrow. I guarantee it.
Well, kind of like Cocaine Bear.
Bingo.
Yeah, I got a feeling it might go that way. But yeah, the information is there for you on StreamYard. Let's see what else we got going on here. I just saw something about a killer shark movie. What's this? Okay, we got a movie here coming out called Deep Water, and ironically enough, it's being directed by the guy who did Deep Blue Sea, Rennie Harlin. This is going to be dropping in the cinemas in May of 2026. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so director Rennie Harlin will be forever associated with shark movies thanks to the 1999 fan favorite Deep Blue Sea. And if you guys have not seen Deep Blue Sea, then you might want to check that movie out. And also we have so Magnetar Light Studios will release Deep Waters in the theaters on the 1st of May. Joan Kim, who was in Bait, and Pete Bridges, who wrote the shark attack action thriller. Deepwater follows an electric group of international passengers whose plane en route from LA to Shanghai is forced to make an emergency landing in shark-infested waters. The terrified group is forced to work together and overcome their differences if they hope to escape the sinking plane and the frenzies of sharks drawn to the wreckage. Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, Molly Wright, Angus Sampson, Kelly Gale, and Lee Wayman is going to be starring in this movie with Rennie Harlin directing it. What do you think about this one, James? Now, we know that Rennie Harlin did a pretty cool shark movie with Deep Blue Sea. Lately, his films have been very, I guess you could say, hit and miss, mostly misses. I mean, he's recently been doing those Stranger reboots, and those movies have not been very good. So him going back to doing shark movies,
his track record is not good right now. Not good at all.
Not good. Yeah, I mean, like the last decent movie he did was Deep Blue Sea. So maybe, do you think him going back to a shark?
28, what, 27, 26 years ago?
26 years ago.
Yeah. Not looking forward to it at all. This ain't the same Rennie Harlin. Not at all.
Nah. I will basically say then I will approach this movie with caution. I'll probably wait until it comes on Amazon Prime. I'm not going to go see it in the cinema. I don't think it'll even get a cinema run here, but that's something I guess I'm going to have to keep an eye out for on Amazon Prime. Oh, what's this? Hang on. You got to be fucking kidding me. Okay, this is from 6 days ago. James, have you seen the found footage horror movie called Grave Encounters?
No, never seen it.
I've seen the original 2 movies, and I thought they were pretty damn good. Well, apparently it's going to be getting a reboot. Justin Long and Kate Bosworth will be producing this. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what Grave Encounters is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what this is. I'm just going to read into it right now. The directors of the original Grave Encounters movie are back in 2011 are also on board the project. They will be developing the film. The untitled reboot will modernize the concept into a cinematic experience, heightening the dread and claustrophobia and psychological terror that made the original two movies a fan favorite. Um, Justin Long and Kate Bosworth both star in Colin Moran's new movie Coyotes, which is releasing this Halloween. So the upcoming Grave Encounters reboot will be a reunion of the trio. Our creative connection with Colin was undeniable on Coyotes, and we wanted to continue that relationship as quickly as possible. So Long and Boswell said in a statement, he is a very rare combination of a brilliant filmmaker and a fun collaborator. And we're also thrilled to help him resurrect a new imagining of one of his first horror movies, Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters has such a passionate fan base that we included ourselves among them. We hope to honor the legacy of the original movie while unleashing something even darker. They made Grave Encounters in their 20s, and it was a self-financed movie, on a shoestring budget. But how much did that movie make again? Because I remember when the first movie came out, it actually did create quite a big fucking buzz. It was like a found footage, paranormal type movie. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Grave Encounters had a budget of 120,000, but it went on to make 5 million in the box office. So they ended up making a sequel in 2012, and it had a budget of 1.4 million, and it ended up making close to 10 million. So there hasn't been a new Grave Encounters movie in about 13 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one's going to come back to it. But yeah, James, if you've not seen the Grave Encounter movies, you should definitely check them out. I think they're on. I'm pretty sure I saw them on Amazon Prime or Shudder. They're in there, if anything. Right. What else we got going on here? Oh, James, you might want to listen to this. Lionsgate, in October, is going to be re-releasing Battle Royale in the cinemas for its 25th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
For anyone who's never seen Battle Royale, guys, that movie, pretty controversial back in its day when it first came out. And I actually remember seeing it on a random luck encounter when I was picking a movie to go see in the cinema, and there the fuck it was. So it was like, oh, okay, this is something I'm definitely gonna have to check out. But yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Battle Royale basically is it came out in 2000, and it involves a class full of school kids in Japan, 40 students if I'm correct, and they're all put on this island, and they have 3 days to kill each other until there's only one left standing. If there's still people alive by the time the 3 days are up, then these bombs around their necks will explode. So yeah, it's going to be coming to cinemas nationwide on the 12th, 13th, and 15th of October, and it's going to have a 4K restoration. So for anyone who's never seen the Battle Royale movies in the cinema when it first happened, you guys definitely need to check it out. You can also get it on 4K. There's two versions of the movie. There's the standard theater version, and then of course there's the director's cut version, which has about 10-15 minutes more of extra footage. I actually do have that on 4K. And then they released a sequel called Battle Royale 2 Requiem, but they also released a director's cut called Battle Royale Revenge, which its running time was extensively longer. It ran for about 160 minutes. But definitely worth a watch. If you guys have not seen it the first time in the cinema, this will be a chance to see it. So yeah, Lionsgate's going to be dropping it in cinemas nationwide on those dates that I announced earlier. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That new movie that is like a horror movie but set in the world of NFL. It debuted at number 2 at the box office with 13.8 million for its opening. So I'm not too sure if I'm gonna go see that movie or not. I'm sure you've heard about it, right, James? The movie's called Him.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, right now it currently opened at number 2 in the box office and made about 13 13.8 million at the box office so far on its opening weekend.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, it's only made 13.8 million so far, and it debuted at number 2.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. It fell short from its rough estimated of, it was hoping to get 18 to 20 million, but it kind of fell short a little bit. So, and its budget is 27 million. So it's gonna have to get its legs going for the next couple of weeks if it wants to break even. And this is a Universal movie, but unfortunately, apparently here, according to Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has a 29% approval with reviews. So, this movie's not being received very well by critics, and the user score only has 58%. So, what do you think's going on there, James?
What I think is going on.
Yeah.
People don't like the movie. That's what's clearly going on.
Yeah, I mean, like, but again, I've only seen one trailer of it, and I'm not too sure what to make of it. But
from what I've heard, it's another situation with 28 weeks late. The movie we just watched, where people thought the movie was going to go one way and went another way, and people didn't like it.
Yeah, I think it might be that case as well. But yeah, for the sake of comparison, him opened slightly higher than the other horror movies that came out this year, including slashers like I Know What You Did Last Summer, which opened to 12 million. Stephen King's The Long Walk opened at 11 million. And Wolfman opened at 10 million. And that Megan sequel only opened at 10 million. So this one opened slightly higher than those ones combined. But still, the fact that it's a Jordan Peele produced movie and it's not doing very well and it's not received very well, that's kind of a chink in his armor lately as of late. So I don't know if that's a sign of things to come later on with his next movie projects. Maybe this movie might be the reason why his movie got put on the shelf. You remember that movie he was going to make, and all of a sudden that got mysteriously shelved? I bet it had something to do with this film.
More than likely.
Looks like the case. But right now, the movie that's currently dominating the U.S. box office is some animated movie called Demon Slayer. That's the movie that's currently making a fucking killing at the box office. I mean, how much does that make? Hang on, let me type that in on the numbers. Demon Slayer. Yeah, here it is. Fucking hell. That movie so far, right, has made a worldwide gross of 555 million. That's what these movies are competing against. In its box office, it wasn't until its third week. No, until its second week. It's currently got its second week has a 75% drop. But so far, its worldwide gross has made close to 600 million. And that's an animated movie. Maybe, and that's why I think a lot of these movies are also suffering box office wise, is because of this one film. So yeah, that's the competition it's got right there. What else we got going on here? Glenn Powell takes us behind the scenes of The Running Man. Okay. A new international poster got released for the new Silent Hill movie that's dropping. Not much going on there. Urban Legends is celebrating the final cut. It's celebrating its 25 years. That's that Urban Legends sequel, by the way. 25 years today, funny enough. What else we got here? Theater is dead. Tease that. I think that's pretty much all the news I've got so far right now, guys. It's kind of slow. It's been kind of quiet at the moment. But that's just some of the ones we got so far that I've already told you about. So that's your news for this week, folks.
All right, good shit, Paul. Well then, for next week, it's looking like Wednesdays will be the days for the podcast. Wednesdays, whether or not it's going to be either 3 p.m. or 5 p.m., I won't know until maybe this weekend. But Wednesdays will be the days.
Right.
So then, on that note, to start off, next Wednesday to start off the new
Spooky
month
season.
of October, spooky season. We're going to go into the greatest movie in this franchise. And this is better than 1. This is better than 4. This is better than 3. This is the best movie in the franchise.
Yeah.
Jason Goes to Hell.
You know, it's funny. I actually got that on 4K, and I've got the unrated cut here as well. So that's the version we're going to watch, the unrated cut.
God bless you.
All right. Well, if you're going to be jumping into a known horror franchise, I think I'm going to have to jump into a known horror franchise as well for spooky season. This movie came out in 2006, and it is a prequel to the 2003 remake that they released. And we're going to be watching the unrated version of this movie as well. So for my next pick, it's going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning.
Oh, God. All right.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite ones, dude.
That's one of your... Okay. All right,
Yeah.
so...
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. All right. Awesome. So, yes. So, Paul, tell the folks where they can find you.
All right. Well, if you're on Facebook, man, type in Paul Burt's Photography Corner. I'm currently in the process of trying to edit all these photos that I took when I was at that carnival event in Schweigen, Germany. They should be up sometime this week. I don't have an exact ETA, but when you see them, you see them. But you can find some of the photos that people got of me are on Discord. If also on Facebook, support indie horror. There's a lot of cool indie horror content on there. That's why I've also been posting our links for these podcasts that we do. And we are now at, I'm just looking at how many people we got in this group right now. After 15 years, we have 9. We're nearing 10,000. And next month, by the way, will be the group page's 15th anniversary of existence. It's fucking crazy how that group page I did 15 years ago, it started off as a small idea, and now pretty much every indie filmmaker goes on there to promote their stuff. And if you saw that documentary, In Search of Darkness, I think it was on part 2, my indie horror Facebook page was on the list of thank yous on the credits, which I thought was pretty cool. And also, if you're on TikTok, just type in Paul Gorehound Burt 1983. If you're on Instagram, you can find me on there, and you can also find me on Blue Sky as well.
All right. Of course, you can find me on Primetime, the Primetime podcast. You can find me on Primetime James Thomas, and of course here on the Primetime Movie Network. So yeah, folks, it looks like that is going to conclude tonight's edition of the Primetime Gorehounds. After watching it 28 years later, hey, I got it right. But yes, we'll see you guys next week for Jason Goes to Hell. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna go to hell after seeing that movie. But yeah, I am Primetime James Thomas from Gorehounds, Paul Burt's. We'll see you guys next week, and we are out.
Laters.
You so-called Christian-looking whores, jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir breast, hanging out red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws. All this fake hair, breast implant, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute. Yeah, man. Go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe. Am I right, I say? Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Amen. Wonderful.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman?
Amen.
Proclaim you's a Christian? Christian with skin-tight pants. Showing the very shape of your birth canal. Going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and jeans all up the backside of your behind. Carrying a Bible.
That's right.
Going to church.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week, guys.
Yes. See y'all next week. As me and Paul, we'll see you guys next week. Greetings from.
NWO.
Oh, come on. Fuck.